drivers and guides. Hope you can hear me, it's a bit noisy here. Planes coming and lots of wind. There we go. I would like to give you a little overview of the engine compartment of a new type Sprinter and Vito. First of all, we are here at the Sprinter bus. This is the brake fluid container. Rattle it a bit and you'll see where the brake fluid level is. This one is the coolant water ball, as I call it. It's a round container. Again, rattle it a bit and you'll see where the coolant water level is. It's got a minimum and maximum mark, which you can find on this one. This is the air filter box. You don't need to do anything about that, but check if all the connectors are actually connected, because if one of them falls off or for some reason is not connected, you can end up with an engine management light and messages coming up on the dashboard. But there's nothing to panic about. But if there's a message coming up on the dashboard telling you something, always go and check if all connectors are actually connected or if anything has fallen off. Now I should show you the dipstick. The dipstick is a bit hidden. You go here, this is the oil filler cap. So if you do need oil, you top up here. But before you want to check, and then you just go down here, there's a little yellow handle. It's red on the Vitos, but it's marked definitely yellow like oil. This engine is running, so we can't check it. But please always use the dipstick to check the oil level. Do not rely on electronics only, because there are sensors and they can play up. So it's always good to physically check the engine oil level with the dipstick. This one takes screen wash. Again, screen wash is a good idea to buy concentrate and not pre-mixed, because it is normally not a good deal and the bottle is much smaller. And there you've got the battery that we had in the previous video. Now we'll just go over to the Vito. It's more or less similar. Start on the driver's side again. The screen wash box is here. The coolant water ball is here. That's the brake fluid container. Dipstick on this one is red. As this engine is not running, we can just have a quick look at the dipstick. So it's about halfway between the two red marks here. That's exactly where you want it. If you fill it up to the top, then the engine oil will heat up and expand, and you will get an overfill warning on your dashboard. That could confuse quite a few people who think that it's overfilled. But don't panic if you get that message, unless it's really overfilled up to here or something, then nothing bad will happen. The engine will not run away then. So make sure it's sort of between the two red marks here. Again, you've got the air filter box in the middle, oil filler cap here. If you do need oil, fill it in here. And this is the fuse box. It's not the battery, because the battery, as we've seen, is under the driver's seat. If you do need to jump start the Vito, the red terminal is under this cover. However, it's a bit difficult to access this, and for that reason you should know how to open the lid. Pull these brackets to the inside, open the lid and pull it out, and there you find the fuse box, and it's much easier to access the positive battery terminal, where you can put the positive cable onto. The brass pin for the negative battery cable is here, so it's basically in the same location, so you can connect it there. If that doesn't work, it's difficult to connect to the battery directly, so you might want to find a different location, but that's difficult on the Vito. I would suggest you use the brass pin and take it from there.